Hey guys, welcome back. It's Nicole here, and today's tutorial is going to be on sexy beach waves. Or at least the way that I do sexy beach waves on myself. So, if you're interested and you want to learn how I do it, then stay tuned. The way I start off doing my sexy beach waves is going to be, I take my hair. Now, mind you, I did prep it. I did wash it. Duh. I let it air dry, and what I did was when it was wet, I used a detangler by Pantene. It is Moisture Mist Detangler, light conditioning. I know it's awful, I rake through my hair, but I noticed I was losing so much and creating so many split ends, and I should know better, so I decided, you know what, let me try to get something to make it a little easier, so I started using this. And it does work. I mean, it's not magic, but it definitely does work. It helps a lot better than raking through it. So I put this in when it's wet, and then I just let it air dry. I did blow out the front of my hair. I always just blow out, like my bang area, if you could see, like just this area where my side bang usually is, long fringe. I usually do blow that out when it's wet, just so I don't get any funky hairlines. So I did blow that out, and before I blew that out, I get this from work. It's a Rojo Protective Thickening Lotion. I usually just spray that like right in the front, give it a little bit of texture, blow it out, and yeah, and then I let the rest air dry. So this is air dry. Now my hair is pretty long, look. It's pretty long. Got a little ombre left going on here. It's my fall foliage ombre. But yes, that's how this is how I start. Like once it's dry completely throughout the whole thing, when I have time to let it do that, I I then just kind of take a section of my hair like so. And this is if I really want to be neat about it. I just clip this up. Oh, clip this out of the way. And I'm not neat about this at all. I just take sections of my hair. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason. I just take sections of my hair. I take it's Marcel style, meaning there's no spring, and it is 1.25 inch in diameter. Okay, just because my hair is so long, and I don't want to look like, you know, I'm going to the prom, because I'm not. I'm just kind of doing my hair so that it's done for whatever, you know. So I just take it and I clip the middle and I bring it down a little bit and I clip, and I only really do the mid shaft, and I usually do end up leaving my ends out of it because it gives it more of a textured look. So I do that, and like I said, the messier kind of the better, because you're not trying to get the perfect hair. You're trying to I'll take another section. Mid-shaft, the middle of the hair. When I say mid-shaft, I mean the middle of it. And I just kind of twirl it, and like I said, I leave the ends out. It kind of, like I said, it gives it a rustic look, so it doesn't look so perfect. I don't do up here. I let my natural texture, however it dried, I let it just kind of stay like that. And I just give the middle of my hair some type of curl. Alright, so then this is going to be my last section, and I just take it and I'm curling it away from my hair, and I'm just doing the middle, like I said, leaving the ends out. You don't want to leave it on too long because you just want to get a little bit of bend. So once I do that, while it's still warm, I break my fingers through it. Break it up a little bit. Do not be scared of the hair. I always say that to my clients. It's your hair. You own it. You tell it what to do. See? So pretty. Just kind of gives it a little rusticness, a little direction in the middle, and then here, one, you barely see this part anyway, but two, it just makes it look like the done hair, you know? Alright, so I had to put a mirror up. I can't, it's hard to do it like this. Alright, so I'm going to sorry if I'm looking down, I have a mirror now. So I'll just take the top part that I had clipped up, and I brought it down, and I just, I just take a big section, like so, and I put the curling iron and I curl it out. I don't really do the top again, and I don't do the ends. It's just kind of like it's easier that way. And I take it down, then I take another section. And it's okay if you grab sections from the bottom that you just curled. It's fine because it's all going in the same direction anyway. And it's also okay if you don't grab every section because, again, you do not want it to be perfect. All right, so again, I only took 3 sections. And the only reason I did it like that is because I have layers. And sometimes the layers like to pop out sometimes, so that's that. And then I just kind of rake my fingers while it's still warm. I rake my fingers through it, incorporate my bang into it like that. You know, break it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll even take my bang and I'll just I'll roll those back too very quickly. 1, 2, 3, like done. Okay. Now, if you don't want to do the whole like clip thing, God, I really hope you can see it. It's turning out really pretty. All right, so if you don't want to do the whole clip thing, then I would just take the hair, like I said, just grab a section of your hair and do the same thing. You just don't need a clip. You're just going to curl away from your face. Everything goes away from the face. So in turn, you're going in the opposite direction. Okay, so you do that. Again, take another piece. And if some of the top layers fall out, it's fine. Just that was my daughter coming to spy on me. All right, so like I said, you're just going to keep going and you're just going to take big sections. You're just going to keep curling and curling and curling. And like, look, there are pieces that are sticking out and all over, but you know what? That's what you want. You want kind of like, 1, you want it to be easy, and 2, you don't want it to look perfect. And I don't know how many times I said perfect during this video, but you get my drift. So, yeah. And whether you want to do it with a clip or no clip, it's fine. Yeah, you could see that it's going to end up coming out the same anyway. I mean, the only thing is that the clip makes it a little bit easier, a little bit, but it's just another step. So if you don't have time for another step, don't do it. And then again, when it's warm, you still rake your fingers through it. And then if you want to do your bang, please be careful of your face. You do a 1, 2, 3, okay? And you do, there she is. Watch out, baby, there's some hot stuff. Hi. And there you go. Okay, and that's the finished product. Now, if you want, you can also, I always go through it with hairspray because I like to add a little bit of something extra. So, oh God, I dropped it. The hairspray that I use is Primp Working Spray by Arrojo. Oh, there we go. Hello. It smells really good. And I just I open up the hair. When I say open, I just pull it out and I spray it and just let it drop. The thing I love about this hairspray, 1, it smells good. 2, it does not leave any crunchy parts. It's a workable hairspray. Like, you could just play around with it. It adds texture and hold without making it crunchy or gross. So I just open it up and do that. I spray a little of my bang, okay? And I do the same thing on this side. Add a little bit of volume, like that. Put my hands in there. Okay. Yeah. And then do like an overall. Oof. If you don't like hairspray, you do not have to do that. You can totally skip it. Sometimes, depending if it's really humid, it's really hot, I'll put this, it's Derma Organic oil, and it's an argan oil, and I'll put this in when it's dry, so, or wet, so it's good. And then, oh, there's my daughter. You can go either way. You can put it in wet or dry. So this is a really good product too. So, yeah, and that's how I do my sexy beachy wavy hair. This is my go-to style. It might seem harder than it is, but it's a lot easier to do than to sit there and blow and blow and blow. I'm just, all right. Apparently my daughter's ready for me to be done with this, so I gotta go, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Like it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share it,